Hello everybody and welcome to Geopolitical Trends. My name is David Oualaalou. So good to be with you as always. Well, another North African country, Algeria, now applies to join BRICS. You'll see what's coming, right? So in this video, I am going to provide you sort of a brief insights into how significant this event is and place it within the global context, both economically and financially. So this way you'll have a better understanding. But before I'll get into all this, I also like to thank the channel's members and supporters. I want to shout out to Chia, I hope I pronounced it correctly, who becomes a channel supporter. Thank you, the latest channel supporter that is. Thank you so much for your support, truly appreciate it. And for you, if this is your first time landing on this channel, please make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so you will be notified every time I upload a new video. And to all of you, without you, there will be no channel. So I want to say thank you for your support. So let's dive into this. So the announcements, which was just made only about 2-3 days ago by the Foreign Ministry of Algeria. She is the Foreign Ministry Special Envoy to International Development or International Partnership. Her name is Leila Zerouki. So, well, the announcement that it seems to change the country's traditional non-alignment stance. Remember, Algeria is a member of the non-aligned countries, which means what? They stay neutral when it comes down to international conflicts, like what's going on right now in Ukraine. They are not siding with the West, they are not siding with Russia, they stay in the middle, non-aligned. That's what it means. So, but we're not here to talk about this. We're here to talk about Algeria officially, and that's the key term, guys, officially submitted its application to join BRICS. So, there were clear signs. You know, I've been following this since the last meeting that took place, which was a virtual meeting that took place last June 2022. By then, Algeria sort of expressed its interest into joining the BRICS, the economic group that consists of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And you all know what just happened with Egypt joining BRICS New Development Bank. And we don't know where this is going. So, however, the Algerian president, his name is Tebboune, confirmed that, as I said earlier, that Algeria policy will remain non-aligned, but they're not going to give it up, but also they are looking forward to being part of the BRICS. So, and as I said, the Ukraine conflict usually display that kind of stance for Algeria. So in June 2022, BRICS online summit, that's when it took place, and I was aware of it. The reason I didn't come forward with this, because I wanted to, first of all, confirm the information from the Algerian ministry through my own channels to make sure, and also, these things take time. But also, just because Algeria applied, it doesn't mean it's going to get in tomorrow. So it's going to take time. And I'm going to explain a few things about all this. So the Algerian president, get this, guys, the Algerian president, during this summit that took place in the online virtual summit in June of the BRICS, Algerian president was the first invited to speak, which tells you, that's the message right there. It highlights to you. Why is this important? Because you have to consider that there are other countries like Iran, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Argentina were also in the spotlight for expressing their interest in joining the economic group. But Algeria was given the first spot to speak. So that's, in my opinion, that's a quite recognition. But also, that is of economic significance, knowing that Algeria is a member of OPEC, but also is rich in natural gas. You all see where this is headed. So the question that we need to ask is, will Algeria join BRICS? Well, submitting the application is just the first step of many process. It's a process. So But one thing Algeria has it gone for it is that the Russian foreign minister and the Russian ambassador in the country, in Algeria that is, have sort of stated officially and publicly that they are not, get this guys, they are not against Algeria joining BRICS. Because remember, Algeria is a non-aligned country, doesn't side with any. So Algeria's, and even with that, Algeria's ambition and hope might end up hitting some roadblocks, which is normal because it's the process. But considering, like I said earlier, considering other countries that have expressed their interest to join BRICS, current member leaders, are looking to implement new procedures to facilitate other countries to get in. Because BRICS, if it wants to have an impact on the global economy, it has to expand. That's just common sense. And as I said earlier, some notable candidates, like for example, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Turkey, Indonesia, and Argentina, those will contribute to, given, first of all, their geographical locations, second, their their economy. Each one of them has something to offer. So here's the thing. Most likely, and again, put in my geopolitical analyst hat, most likely BRICS countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, will be open to adding new members and will launch the new BRICS Plus economic group. And why is this important for you to know? It's because the economic bloc of BRICS is quite strong with all of them. Combined, their GDP is over 30% larger than the United States. It's no small matter. You have to take this into consideration. But here is the question, the big elephant in the room. And the question is, if you are to take BRICS Plus versus G7, could BRICS Plus de-dollarize the world financial system? That's where I see the financial impact of it moving forward. By the way, if you like this video so far, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you have not done so. And thank you for your support. So the application of Algeria to join BRICS is a perfect example of BRICS global expansion. And they're gonna have to. BRICS has been around for a while now, but it doesn't have the impact on the global economy yet. Why? Because they need to expand carefully and strategically. So there is, however, more to consider in a possible shift from BRICS to BRICS Plus when taking into consideration a country like Algeria, who happens to be an OPEC member. When you take into consideration Iran, an OPEC member, Saudi Arabia, an OPEC member. So all those are very, very significant. And just FYI, to let you know about Algeria, Algeria is geographically is the OPEC's largest member country and the largest country in Africa. I did some digging into some database inside the government from some intelligence agencies, and I'm going to provide you a link, but not to that, in another link that has almost similar information to it. So in 1969, Algeria joined OPEC, and it has been a member ever since. So that is what's important about it. So when you think about it, BRICS members, Brazil, Russia, China, India, and South Africa, along with the many developing countries, are not happy with the current Western-centered world order, the domination of the US dollar. So while it might take some time before these economies sort of to grow and actually have the same power as G7 countries, they could already, and this is my opinion, BRICS countries or economic bloc that is, they could take action to take away some of that economic power from G7 members if they play their cards right. I wish I will be advising BRICS members countries, because they really have to play their strategic cards the right way. I'm sure they have qualified consultant there that they can, but I'm seeing something different. Again, looking at it from a different perspective. So that's my reason for that. So one of the most effective ways to do so, of course, to start with de-dollarizing the world financial system. Because here's the thing, and I just can see this rolling, if BRICS plus countries and their partners refuse to pay for oil or other commodities in US dollar, I bet you some change will happen. Mark my word on it. So, also you have to consider that BRICS plus potential members account for over half of the world population and over 50% of world economic growth. This is why I'm saying if BRICS Plus plays its strategic cards the right way, they could really overtake the G7. So how do you think G7 countries will respond to that? So unfortunately, G7 members have never invited the leaders from the developing countries like members of the BRICS. No, they never did. So, and this is why, on the other hand, BRICS members do. That's why they invite in Argentina. That's why they invite in Iran. That's why they invite in Saudi Arabia, Algeria, Turkey, and so forth. So this could be very negative long-term for G7. That's why I am leaning more towards having BRICS Plus overtaking G7 economy down the road. Once again, only if they play their cards right. So here's my brief conclusion for you, because I always like to keep this short, concise, to the point. By joining BRICS, Algeria will further strengthen its economy by having greater opportunities to engage in trade with the world's two most populated countries, China and India, as well as other important economies or economic players like, for example, Russia, Brazil, and South Africa. And perhaps even further, future members such as Egypt, it's a large economy, Saudi Arabia, top oil OPEC producer, Turkey, major economy, Iran, top energy producers, and Argentina, large markets in Latin America, second actually. So you can just see why it will be very, very important for BRICS to play its cards right. So make sure to leave me some questions about this, because why? Because I will be happy to answer them in a live stream this coming weekend. So I hope you join me by then, and I will post all this for you. So, well, I hope you find it very informative. And as always, remember, geopolitics impact your daily life in more ways than one. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.